Hey, Concrete fans, this is Rat Girl.
And Mr. Concrete.
And we're back for episode 2 of Let's Test This Mold.
Look at this mold.
Look at it.
Rat Girl's going to be taking the lead, and I am just here to help. But I am helpful. So what is it? What's the mold? What'd you find? So wait, before we say that, what's the purpose? What's this series? What are we trying to do?
Okay, the purpose of this series is that I, Rat Girl, am a bit of a noob with molds, not necessarily with concrete. But when it comes to molds on the internet, it's a bit of a scary place because you never know what you're gonna get plastic-wise, right?
Results may vary.
Yeah, so the purpose is to let you guys know what red flags are, green flags are when purchasing molds on the internet. And so with my perspective, we can analyze it right before casting it, talk about our worries, and then at the end, get a result and see if I was correct and see if we had good assumptions or bad ones.
Okay. Well, right off the bat, interesting mold. What'd you say it is? Did you say?
Did I say what it is yet?
What is it?
So it's 2 skeleton corpses in love or in some sort of partnership making a heart. And then you could put a candle in it, or rings or jewelry or whatever you want to put, but doesn't look like that when you look at it right now.
Not from the inside. It's all reversed. So, first impressions of the mold.
Yeah.
Interesting. Looks kind of homemade-ish, which I like. I like the idea of homemade, but like...
It's sticky.
It's sticky. It's so soft. I would say we're working with a shore hardness of 10 or under.
Yeah.
It's soft. I typically don't work with molds quite this soft, but for the amount of detail, it might be necessary to be able to demold it.
Yeah, let's show them how thin these details are. Is it focusing?
It's kind of.
Yeah, this does stress us out a little bit. There's a lot of fine lines.
Well, yeah, what's going to happen is over time, concrete's going to bond to these little tiny relief sections that are just making, the spots between teeth, the insides of the nostrils. That's going to bond. And it'll start tearing out little bits of silicone with that really fine detail.
Yeah.
But you could probably get a few castings out of it before that happens. I've also noticing there's a few like very thin spots. Like
you see your glove through that.
You can see my hand through it. It's,
Yeah.
And the other weird, kind of strange thing is that there's no way to keep it upright.
Yeah.
Makes it a little bit tricky for pouring.
We're probably going to make a little stabilizer.
Platform?
Yeah. A little platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. But that is something to think of before you cast. You don't want to think of it last minute.
That's a good point. Do a dry run. Be like, okay, what am I doing? Bang, bang, bang. Got all the stuff.
Yeah.
I think we got all the stuff. What are you thinking for colors?
Well, because there's a lot of details, and from what I've learned from Mr. Concrete over here, is that a solid color is probably best when you want to see all the details. If we did a marble, it would be a little bit hard to see the nose, the eyes, like we said. So for the first one, let's do a solid color.
I like that. Start solid. We can use that to evaluate the mold, and then we can do fun stuff after. So what can I get you? What do you need?
Well, since there's a heart and it's a little bit scary with skeletons, maybe like a dark red or a burgundy.
Here we go. Here's some crete. I gotta take my sweater off. It's hot.
Yeah, it is hot. The weather's changing here.
A mixing thing.
Measuring?
Is that too much? You know what? We got other stuff.
Yeah, we could pour something else.
I'm gonna pull a little bit out. There. That's the right amount.
Now, I might need your help with the red.
So do you know there is a way to calculate the exact volume?
How?
We could take this, fill it up with water, just do a water displacement volume test, then dump the water into another container, and it would give us, we could do a full out like measuring, doing a density reading of water compared to concrete, and that would give us how much volume we need. This is so small, I'm gonna eyeball it, but if we wanted to get a better idea, and especially if we're working with bigger molds, you probably should do proper volume calculations so that you're not wasting concrete, it's precious. Okay.
So I would put this and a little bit of black, but maybe a bit more red.
Oh, way more red.
Way more red. And we're gonna put black, right? Is that a good assumption?
Yeah, if we're going for a baseline, like a rich red, kind of full saturation red, we'd be mixing 40 grams of pigment per every 1 kilogram or 1,000 grams of gray matter. And then you can like triple the amount of red you have in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoops, sorry guys.
Oh no!
I'm wearing a hat. I'm wearing a hat. I should put it backwards and be cool.
Oh, I'm gonna put my hat backwards.
Let's put our hats backwards.
Backwards hat. Can everyone tell?
We're cool now.
Did everything just like bump up and how do you do it? You can't do a thumbs up on camera when the camera's...
I did it and it looked funny.
I know. You gotta go like, hey. Sriracha water coming in.
Well, we can adjust if I didn't put enough red.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do that.
Also, a little bit of blue is not a bad thing.
No.
Reds, especially mineral pigment reds, typically end up leaning a little orangey anyway. Because these are iron oxide. The red is an iron oxide pigment. It is made from rust. Rust is not like a deep, rich red. Rust is typically pretty orange. So it's naturally leans a touch orange. And then our base material is warm to begin with too in tone. So a lot of warm tones to cool your reds off. Add a little blue, add a little black. This is kind of like when you're painting at home. You don't want to use paint straight out of the tube. You want to be, you want to make some nuance. Oh, I think this color is pretty sweet though.
I think this is what I wanted.
Yeah, I was hoping to see, I guess I can't know what you were wanting, but I was hoping to see, a really like, I don't want to say like a blood clot, but like a very like clotty, like gross, not
wine.
Gross, but like, yeah.
It's
it's wine.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think, no, not this,
Oh.
but what you're talking about, like a blood clotty, because blood isn't
Like
actually...
darkened up. Like I wanted to see it kind of darkish. Oof, it's morbid.
Looking good.
Yeah, that looks great. So, does anyone remember tricks for mixing? What is one of the cardinal rules? I'm not going to say that. I don't like cardinal. Well, I like the bird cardinal, but I don't like cardinal in the religious sense. What is just a rule of thumb with mixing concrete?
Should I answer?
Yeah.
Should I give them like 10 seconds?
Let's wait.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You let it chill. And I think we're gonna say that every video.
We're gonna say it every video.
It's maybe your catchphrase now.
I'm actually very good at chilling. It's one of my skills, but it took time to cultivate. I'm gonna try to see if I can find the reason why we're letting it chill. I saw one and then I saw it break up. I'm looking for lumps. I'm looking for just some part of our concrete material that hasn't fully hydrated yet. Sometimes if you take two and kind of press them against each other, it's pretty, it's already mixed pretty well.
Is that a lump?
That might just be gravel. There is sand, there is gravel. A lot of people, we get comments saying, that's not concrete, that's mortar mix, that's just cement. No, it's not. It's concrete, it's cement, it's admixture, it's sand, it's gravel, it's fibers. It's a full conglomerate of materials making concrete. It's not just cement. So, and then we have our stand for the mold.
Yeah, we're gonna use our...
Okay, let's do it. So,
our hex here.
I'm gonna leave it to you. You're gonna do all the stuff. But one thing I will say, a trick for getting in all this detail, and this is another reason why we're going a solid color with something with such fine detail, is you actually wanna rub concrete in. So I'm gonna do a little bit of an example. And I'm adding just a couple drips of water just to help the flow when we do this.
Yeah, we're gonna massage it.
But we're gonna like rub in. I'm rubbing into all those little finger spots. I'm rubbing into the teeth. I'm rubbing into the detail. The reason why I'm rubbing into the detail is I'm trying to break down the surface tension of the mold, because surface tension will hold air bubbles. And so if we can break all our surface tension first, it's less likely to hold air when we start to fill this thing. What if we get one with no air?
Yeah.
The whole casting, no air.
That's the whole purpose. Let's try.
Let's try. So this is gonna take a little bit.
Yeah. Let's hit it.
Oh shoot, what if we don't have enough concrete?
Do we not have enough?
It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight.
Keep a vibration going.
The thing that I realized is that this mold, because it's so soft, and our concrete is heavy and dense,
Yeah.
it's gonna start stretching the mold out. Remember I took that scoop out of concrete? That was a mistake. So you're just gonna, you know, keep doing what you're doing.
It's just like
Bang it
awkward.
around.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's not stable. It's definitely a two-person thing. I don't know.
Two-person thing.
Doing this alone would have been a bit difficult, maybe.
If I were to do it alone, what I think I would have done is gotten a big pile of sand or something. Like, I think I could maybe support it with sand.
Like
Sometimes stretchy molds too, you have to put like an elastic band around them or something, or tape, just to keep it from like stretching out. If we were to be doing this like professionally, if we actually were professionals, a soft mold should have a rigid mold box around it.
Yeah, this is
and higher end molds, you will see that for higher end bigger molds. Personally, what I like to do when we make molds in house, I like to make the sidewalls of the mold thick enough that you don't need a secondary mold to place around it, because I find that that is a cumbersome way to work. And if you don't have to if you can make your sidewall of your mold just a little thicker, but look, I spoke too soon. It's really not deforming at all.
No, it's doing okay.
It's looking really great. And I'm gonna finish our top-up bit here.
I guess there's just no way of knowing how this level is doing. That's why I'm kind of just poking it. Poking it, making sure there's no air holes here. But
so this is kind of a memento mori piece, remembering the dead.
Yeah, life after death.
Life after death?
Life after death.
Do you have an opinion?
I have certain opinions. I mean, I believe in ghosts.
Ooh.
I believe that certain people, I don't think it's everyone, certain people are just born with this afterlife intuition, just like ingrained in them, and not everybody becomes a ghost. I think if everybody became a ghost, we would know ghosts are real 100%. We wouldn't have the debate.
Let's try putting it as tight in on this as we can, because it is a bit. This bottom is going to be janky.
Should we get another?
I need to actually support here. This is dropping down. See how it's got like a, we're going to make a parabellum, or what do you call a plane? What do you call a plane that's a twist? What is this? This is a trigonometry term. If you mapped out a plane on 2 axes and the plane, or on 3 axes, I guess, and it had a twist to it. There's a name for that.
I have no idea.
This is a shape, a mathematical shape. Mathematical.
The math doesn't math for me.
What if we just
like there?
Yeah, that actually might do it. It just needs like, that's a better-ish.
Yeah, and we need like 2 drips right there.
Well, except it's this whole thing.
It's gonna be tough to level it, but it's okay. I think there's
drip.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
A little pot.
I want to do. It is Friday. Do you want to do a little?
Oh.
It's a joke.
I just got the joke. Joke.
Not. Sorry, everyone, if that's offensive. We're in Canada, so there's nothing offensive about saying that. But I do acknowledge that people are all over the world, and in some places, talking about doing a little pot would be really like problematic. But in Canada, it's not. We have a very open, accepting culture, and
we chill here.
We try to be proactive with our chilling, and I think that's a good thing. Yeah. We're doing a little concrete cat mold. This is something we got from the good people at Concrete Cat. That's kind of fun.
It's a little dude.
Yeah. If you make a mold half full, you can make sharp edges that will damage. So what I'm actually doing, I'm just clearing the top. I want to make a little cylinder type thing. So I'm gonna clear it off the top. Okay.
So we'll be back.
Bye everyone. We'll be back.
Hello again.
It's Rock Girl. I'm Mr. Concrete, and here it is. Skeleton lovers.
Done cooking.
Let's see.
Okay. Let's just go for it.
Just go for it.
Like we said, we had to put a little stand here. This was just there for support. And
mold wanted to tip over.
It's heavy. It's heavier than before, it feels.
Well, it's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Like when we were measuring concrete. So yeah, Rat Girl, you just do the thing. And, what you're doing right now, I'll kind of just describe it. You're gently separating the edge.
Slowly though, because it's thin, right? It was
It's
see-through.
so thin. It's so thin, and it's got so much little details that it's like,
Oh,
ooh.
that didn't look so good. What I just saw.
It looked okay. I think it's going to be a very busy. It's got a lot.
Actually, yeah,
it's got a lot going on. So some voids might just really hide.
Okay, what do you suggest I do? This side first or this?
I think this side first.
So.
Yeah, it's probably going to turn inside out.
Oh, I'm gonna go slow for this. I could definitely go faster, but I like the texture. It looks like bones. Okay.
Some people use bones for money.
Whoa. That's a hand.
Or at least I think I remember hearing a song about that.
Yeah. I feel like a way to
like-
describe.
The bones were their money.
I'm going slow because I
like-
don't want to rip it. It's kind of. I guess it hurts for Mr. Concrete to watch me do this.
No, not at all.
No? It's not like I want to jump in type
Yeah,
of.
this is two Mr. Dem bones in an embrace. We don't want to rip it up.
Okay. Sticky.
Yeah, it's. I'm just impressed you haven't shredded this mold yet. So.
Oh, I'm gentle.
Good on you and the mold.
This is actually pretty epic. Did you just see that mouth?
I did see it.
Okay.
Yeah, turn it.
The big
inside
reveal.
out.
Yeah, let's.
Is that someone's fingerprint in the back of that head? Yeah. Oh no, it's just like file.
Can you
marks.
imagine the person who made the mold left their fingerprint on the. Wait a minute. Disregard everything we said about the details. We got them, but the mold.
That's because we're great at casting.
The mold, we were right.
We didn't wreck any mold,
Holy smokes!
and the mold is intact.
This is epic.
We'll get two for sure. I want one.
I want one too. We're gonna have to fight over this one.
Well, I'm gonna make another one.
We'll make 100 more. Maybe, maybe not though.
I
Maybe.
doubt it. Maybe.
Wow.
It's very cool.
Thoughts?
Fun mold. Made this.
I think it's our great mixing. That has to be our mixing.
I don't know. It's pretty cool. Look at these. Look at these two.
So it's nice.
Yeah, we did a great mix. And like, look, no spotting. Hey, anyone who's like, hey, my mix is making spots. Look,
That's true.
no
We
spots.
don't have any spots.
Yeah.
And now that I see it and understand it, it's not just for candles. I think you could use this as an ashtray. You could do anything with this.
You could do anything with it. You could plant a tiny, tiny plant.
You could, yeah. Or
little
your
one.
keys can go in there.
Yeah, one key.
Or your SD cards that you keep losing. You put them right there.
Are you losing SD cards?
No. But I have a lot of them.
Thank goodness.
No, I have
Well-
little pots like these ones here.
Let's keep making weird stuff. We can pop these open, sure.
Yeah. I was going to say, this is the pot I put my SDs in.
Whoa.
That works.
This is a concrete
Well,
cat,
there's silicone.
concrete cat mold. Oh, I like this guy.
Whoa, little baby. Heart.
Very cool.
This one's hard to take out. Probably old.
Eh,
Eh.
I didn't do a good job.
We knew what was going to happen with this.
But that is a little stand for that, and then it's like, ooh, it's up in the air.
I'm actually excited to do marble now. This is crazy. Okay, well.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.